Look how good this one sounds.
This voice model is perfect for capturing the essence of a hyper-real conversational feel.
So when you scroll down here, any of the recommendeds are updated and they're taken from a software platform called 11 Labs. And in here, like Stuart, for example, if we just choose Stuart,
Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently.
I think he's an Australian, but every one of these new ones, Christopher's a good one.
Chris McGuire here from Chicago. I turn complex ideas into clear, engaging stories, a voice for many situations.
All right, so
Let's bring your vision to life.
Excellent. All right, so let's go through the setup because you need to have voice AI answering your phone, especially if you guys don't get the chance to answer your phone yourself. And it's very simple. We're just going to go to AI agents, which is going to be, let's just go back a peg. In your main dashboard, you go to AI agents. You're simply going to go over, once you're at AI agents, go to voice AI, create a new agent. And by the way, you can have as many as you want, create agent. And then once you created it, you're going to give it a name. We'll call this one Jessica, like this. Business name, obviously you put the name of your business in there. Language, English. It also does multi-language, and there's more than one, like here, English. So this one here will speak English and Spanish. So let's just go English. Choose the time zone that you want your AI avatar to speak in. Obviously, if it's 24/7, you don't have to worry about it. Business name is important. Obviously, choose the voice. We've gone for Jessica. Just hit next. And then if you've already created a knowledge base for your conversational AI, you can actually select the same knowledge base. So let's just go follow up Spark because I've already.
Like a gentle breeze, spreading warmth everywhere.
Nice. Who was that? Anyway, someone's fucking around. So
yeah, that's me.
You choose your knowledge base, and if
Same
you
knowledge base that we've already been training?
Yeah, the same one. So what's good about this is knowledge bases work for conversational AI, voice AI. They work across the board. And if you don't have one, you just create a new one, and it's going to take you to the knowledge base section, obviously here. So you can have more than one knowledge base. Obviously, if you've only got one business, you just pretty much want the one knowledge base. We're creating, Jerry. Actually, Jerry's already, sorry, Christopher. Let me just change the name here so I don't get confused. Christopher is already active, so let's just save him. He's already answering the phone. He's on a New York phone number, and he's already trained. But the one we just set up a few minutes ago, I'm going to go back to that one. So let's just go back, and it's this one, just says my agent. So this is the one we're currently setting up. Currently, it's defaulted to Jessica. We'll leave it on that. Just call it Jessica. So you can have as many as you want. Business name, follow-up Spark, English. Obviously, set the time zone. What's the initial message? Hey, you've reached follow-up Spark. How can I help? Hey is very American. So you can go hi for English, or even hello, you've reached follow-up Spark, or whatever you want that introduction message to be. That's what your voice AI agent is going to say. Jessica, we've already played a voice so that we know what she sounds like. So I'm just going to hit save real quick before I go to the next screen. It's so easy. It doesn't even take like 20 minutes. We can set her up right now and get her good to go so that she can answer the phone for the main follow-up Spark incoming calls. So then we're going to go to agent goals in a second when it's just refreshed. Here we go. Take a look at this. Set the knowledge base, follow-up Spark. Do we want any specific information? Yeah, we want to capture the name, email address. We don't need the full address. We don't need the contacts issue. But if you do, you can actually select it. You can actually trigger a workflow when the person hangs up or when the actual voice AI hangs up. Do you want to receive an email with a whole transcript? Yes. Who do you want it to go to? agents, users, assigned people, specific or custom. So I always get an email every time someone calls the AI, and I get a transcript of what was said during the call. So this is as easy as this gets. So inside of here, the knowledge base, it just says use this knowledge base if the user asks any questions about the business, services, products, contact detail, so it's very, very simple. We've already connected the knowledge base, so we can just save it. And that was already actually pre-filled, so we didn't have to do any of that. So we'll just quickly save that. And then this way, your phone can be answered 24 hours a day. At any point, if you want to turn off the voice AI from answering your phone, in the very first setting, there's literally an on or off button. You can turn it on or turn it off. I like to leave mine on 24 hours a day because I just don't like to receive incoming calls because they're always long. It's always people asking too many questions and it takes too long. So then we're going to go to phone and availability. So next one. Obviously, if you've already got a phone number inside a follow-up spot, it's going to show up. Mine is already assigned to another voice AI, which is the other guy. But if it wasn't, you would just select your phone number, and then your phone number would be connected to the person. Or, of course, you can buy another phone number if you want multiple phone numbers. And then this is where you can choose to set some business hours and have your voice AI only answer when you're unavailable. So you can actually set your business hours. And here it says enable AI agent as a backup to the phone number, and it will only answer if you're unavailable or there's forward in. So basically, I just turn that off, and it's going to answer 24/7. Dashboard and logs is just going to give you an overview of all the calls, all the actions it took, and all the details. So let me just switch back to the one I have already set up. Let's confirm that. But in the meantime, actually, so we just set up Christopher. So we set up Jessica, beg your pardon. So when we go in here, we can, of course, test to see how Jessica's going to get on. And again, this is agent picks up incoming calls. We can test it, select the phone number to call from. It's always going to call from your follow-up Spark number. Enter the phone number to receive the call. So this is the way you're going to test your system.
There's the ring.
All right, perfect. Go ahead and answer. Put it on speakerphone if you can.
Hi, you have reached Follow-Up Spark. How can I help you today?
All right, go ahead and talk to her.
I'd like to make an appointment with Richard. You know when he's available?
I can find that information for you. Could you please tell me your name first?
Ed Farmer.
Just to make sure I've got it right, your name is E-D-F-A-R-M-E-R. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
I'm unable to find Richard's availability at the moment, but don't worry. A team member will reach out to you with that information soon. Could I have your email address so we can contact you?
Ed Farmer, III, @hotmail.com.
Just to make sure I've got it right, your email address is edfarmer@hotmail.com. Is that correct?
No, it's not.
Could you please spell it out for me?
EDFARMERII @hotmail.com.
Got it. Just to confirm, your email address is edfarmerii@hotmail.com. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Great. A team member will get back to you soon with Richard's availability. Thanks for your patience, Ed. Have a wonderful day.
And if you look at my screen, you're seeing that this is refreshing because it's now telling me that there was a call as fast as this. It was 1 minute, 52 seconds. It then tells me, here's the transcript from what you said and what she said. See that? Full on transcript of what happened. Ed Farmer, right? So not only have I got the transcript of the call, I've also got a recording that I can play right here.
Go ahead, man.
And this is just gonna replay the call. So I've got that, and also, of course, I can download it. And then AI is giving me a summary of what happened during this call. So there's the first thing. Also, if I go into my conversations tab, if it's not there already, it will soon be there. Let's go all. There we go. I've got this new call from Edwin Farmer. And if you can see that this outbound call, here it is.
Go ahead, man.
Moment.
And
But don't worry,
there's the
a
contact.
team member will reach out to you with that information.
Obviously, this wouldn't be outbound because we're just testing it. It would be an inbound call with this person's information. Is everybody sort of happy with that so far? So what you're trying to do is book an appointment just for a demo call, okay?
Okay.
So your phone's going to ring, and hopefully you guys can all see the phone and getting ready to receive that phone call.
Hi, you
So
have
what?
reached Follow-Up Spark. This is Sonia. How can I help you today?
It would be Christopher if I changed the name.
Hi, Sonia. My name is Ed Farmer, and I would like to book a demo.
Great to meet you, Ed. Just to make sure I've got it right, your name is Edfarmer. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. I see we have your email as edfarmerii@hotmail.com. Is that
It
correct?
remembered you. It remembered
Yes.
you.
Yes, it is.
That's awesome. It remembered your email address because it recognized your phone number.
Perfect. Let's get your demo booked. Does Friday, June 6th at either 7.
Oh, did it cut out?
You cut out there. Could you repeat that?
Could be because I was talking.
How about Friday, June 6th at either 7 a.m. or 9 a.m.? Do any of those times work for you?
No, they don't. Can I do Monday?
Sure thing. On Monday, June 9th, we have slots at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 1 p.m. Which one would you prefer?
1 p.m.
I booked your demo for Monday, June 9th at 1 p.m. You'll receive a confirmation email shortly. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ed. Thanks for calling Follow-Up Spark. Have a great day and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now, here's what's absolutely amazing about this. And I don't know how long that took, but that was seconds. It's
But-
booked you an appointment, right? It's recognized your email.
But I already got the text notification and the email notification.
Yeah. And then on my side, if you look at June the 9th, it's confirmed an appointment with Edwin Farmer, confirmed follow-up Spark demo. It's already booked it right there on my calendar, right? So you are confirmed. If I view the details, AI has just gone ahead and booked this appointment. So everything's been booked. Yeah, it's put. Yeah,
It would be 1 o'clock.
Oh yes, here
my
it is.
time.
yeah. So right there, it's put it on your Google Calendar right there. It's just gone ahead and booked your appointment. Right here. Here it is, appointment confirmed. And that's the email you got from Maya with the booking link. So imagine, as a hypnotherapist, why wouldn't you have your phone number forwarded to this and have the AI? This is the beauty of this. We have another client who's a hypnotherapist that didn't understand and didn't do any of this setup and doesn't have to. We're just forwarding her number to this. Does that make sense? And the number is being picked up. The only thing we have to have is the number inside a follow-up Spark for the AI to always answer her phone and always book the appointments. And that appeared on your calendar. It's on Maya's calendar. It's on Google Calendar, and everything's now set up as an appointment. So the beautiful thing about this is you can turn this on when you are unable to answer your own phone, which if you're a busy hypnotherapist, that should be from the hours of like 8 to 6, and you can't answer your phone, and then the booking agent is booking the appointments for you, or stage shows, or whatever it is you do. And then if you want to, you can turn it off, and then you can answer the phone. What I've got used to is I don't answer the phone. I don't answer the phone at all. If you call my personal number right now, AI is going to answer the phone. I guarantee it. If you want to try it, just while I am here with my hands like this, and call my business office phone number, let's just see what happens. In fact, we should do it right now. And then let's talk about getting this into your business. So let's get somebody else. Joe Beth, you got a phone on you? Call, and this is a test. If this doesn't work, then you can fire me. But let's call my business phone number.
Yep.
Ready? You ready for the number?
Yep.
So obviously it's USA. So 727 291 9823, and then just put your phone on speaker.
Anybody hear it?
I won't hear it. My phone, I don't know where my phone is. I think it's not with me. It's somewhere else. But if you put it on speaker, we can all hear it, I think.
Right, here's the ringing.
You have reached the incredible hypnotist Richard Barker. How can I help you?
I'm wondering if he's available for a stage show in 3 months.
Great. I've noted your interest in booking Richard for a stage show. Could you please share your name so we can follow up with more details?
Because we want to get a lead.
Yeah, John Smith.
Just to make sure I've got it right, your name is Johnsmith. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome, John. Could you also provide your email address so we can get in touch with you?
Make it a short one.
Yeah, john@john.com.
Just to make sure I've got it right, your email address is john@john.com. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's because we want the lead.
Perfect. Got it. We'll have a team member reach out to you soon with more details about the show. Thanks for reaching out, John. Have a great day.
Awesome.
Hey, what better way to get a lead? What a better way to get a new client by having somebody that's professional answer your phone in the accent of the country that you're in 24 hours a day. And because she's asking for the name, because she's asking for the email address, now you have the main ingredients. You have name, email, and you have the phone number because it stores it because they called in. Yeah. So you have everything. Now,
and of course, if you could have it like when Edwin made the call to the follow-up Spark one, you could turn it on that it has access to a calendar to schedule a booking call.
Yep. You choose which calendar it has access to. So it wouldn't be able to book me for hypnotherapy. It wouldn't be able to book me for stage shows because I'm giving it access to only look at my discovery call calendar or only look at my demo calendar. So that way it can't book me for something that I have no control over. So give it a call back. And first of all, it might not ask for your email address because it might recognize who you are, but it's going to ask for your first name again. Let's just see how we get on with this.
You have reached the incredible hypnotist Richard Barker. How can I help you?
Hey, I have some questions about booking Richard for an upcoming show.
Just questions about hypnosis.
Great. Let me take care of that for you. Great. I've got your interest in booking Richard for a show. Could you please share your name so we can get started?
It's John Smith again. I have a concern. My grandmother doesn't want to get stuck in hypnosis. Should I be worried about that?
I understand your concern. A team member will reach out to you with more information on that. Could you please provide your email address so we can get back to you?
Ask another random question.
Do you know how many people he's hypnotized?
That's a great question. I'll have someone from our team get back to you with that information. Could you share your email address so we can follow up?
She's persistent.
Yeah, she wants a contact record. Ask if hypnosis is fake or just random.
Is hypnosis really just a bunch of bullshit?
Hypnosis is a legitimate practice used for entertainment and therapeutic purposes. If you're curious or have concerns, our team can provide more information. Could you share your email address so we can follow up?
Ask how it works. How does hypnosis
How,
work?
how does hypnosis work?
Let me check that for you. Hypnosis works by using relaxation techniques to bring you into a heightened state of awareness, making you more receptive to suggestions. It's like being in a guided meditation where you're more in tune with yourself and the world around you. If you'd like more details, feel free to ask.
Has anybody ever been stuck in hypnosis?
Nope, people don't get stuck in hypnosis.
No.
It's a natural state of focus. If you have any more questions or need further clarification, feel free to ask.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, try and book a hypnotherapy session real quick.
Do you
Clinical.
do you do hypnotherapy sessions? Can you help me stop smoking?
I can help with that. Let me take care of it for you. We do offer hypnotherapy sessions that can help with smoking cessation. Could you please provide your email address so we can follow up with more details?
Give an email.
John@john.com.
Just to make sure I've got it right, your email address is john@john.com. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Perfect. A team member will reach out to you soon. If there's anything else, just let me know.
Great, thanks.
See, now I've got the contact record, I've got the lead, I've got the recording, I've got the transcript, and I've got everything I need to turn you into a client. And because I know that you want stop smoking, all I'm going to do is add you to my stop smoking nurture sequence. And you're going to get 200 emails over the next 6 months. And I'm just going to nurture you into being a client. So the point I'm making here is if all this is in place, you've got all your emails that just send out all these emails specifically to stop smoking. You've got your automations that are just listening to weight loss, anxiety, stop smoking, a couple of these keywords, stage shows. All I have to do is when I come into the dashboard in Follow-Up Spark, because I know I've got a call because it keeps sending me a text message every time someone calls me, I just go there and I listen to the recording. And all I have to do as a human is add you to one of my automations, which is my nurture sequence, and then just let it run. And then lo and behold, in a day or 3 days or whatever it is, you're going to book me online, pay your money up front. And then the next time you and I talk, it's an online hypnosis session. And when you see this over the last, I guess, probably a year and a half, my entire business is based upon this, what you've just seen. I don't answer my phone. I don't really advertise anymore. It's just people call my phone number and my AI, and of course I can have more than one, it will answer and it will book appointments, or it will send your info to a team member if it doesn't know how to answer the questions. And either way, I've got your contact details, and I don't even have to follow up with you myself. I can just let an automation follow up with you, and by text or by email, which is what I do. So I don't even have to follow up with you. But what I typically do for the first time when I listen to the recording, I'll just go, oh, hey, John@john.com. Is that your real email address? Did you manage to secure John@john.com? Because I have your real phone number because you called in. So if somebody does that to me, I'm John@abc.net. I can go, John, there seems to be a problem with your email address. We're trying to send you emails about, you said you wanted to stop smoking, but you've got John@abc.com. And then sometimes they'll say, oh, sorry, I just thought I was just messing around. Here's my real email, or how much is an appointment? And now I've got a foot in the door. So if they give false information, they can't give a false phone number because obviously they called and obviously my AI answered. So it's a win-win. So, hey, it solves the problem. And even if she never gets it wrong, but if for whatever reason she got the email address wrong, I can still go back and say, well, John, you idiot, she did spell out JOHN at bigboy.com or bigboy.coz or, whatever. And it looks like it's wrong, but you did spell it out to her and she did spell it back to you. So which one is it? So either way, I've got your phone number. But most of the time, what happens is someone's just going to go, I'm Sally 1963 at hotmail.com or gmail.com. I want to lose weight. I've been trying to lose weight for a while. I'm going on holiday in the summer and I'd like to lose 10 pounds. And that's normally how it goes. And she answers it and she can either book an appointment, or the way I've got mine set up is I like to be able to call them back or text them back. And the way I do it is just I put them straight into my weight loss automation. And they feel like they're talking to me and they're not. And I just monitor it. And most of the time they just book an appointment. And I'm not tying myself up. I'm not wasting time. Follow-up Spark, of course, it goes straight to the demo and books a demo. And that's what happened with Ed. The demo got booked straight on his calendar. Maya got the receipt to say that she's now got a demo call with Ed on June the 9th. So, I mean, you could go that route and just start booking things. But I like to do that extra step and just call them back. Or if I'm confident that I can add them to an automation, I'm just going to add them to a sequence that I've already filled out. But of course, if they say I have the fear of flying and I don't have an automation for the fear of flying, then I'm just going to call them back and just say, oh, hey, you called a couple of days ago. You spoke to Jessica with the fear of flying. Just want to let you know I'm available next week. I can fix this for you. Just want to let you know it's $300. You're going to pay up front. Are you ready? I'll take a credit card right over the phone. Now, if they do that over the phone, I just quickly go to my payment screen on Follow-Up Spark and just type it in. And just type in their credit card straight into the app or straight into the desktop. And then I set them up or I send them the payment link. And they honestly thought they spoke to a real person the whole way through it. I mean, you've got to get this set up. It's so cool. Even if you've got nothing to sell, you can set this thing up just to collect leads, just to gather leads. You could even, like JoBeth, I'm looking at you right now. There's nothing stopping you saying, I want you all in the audience to call my assistant right now, and then she can collect all that information for you over the phone. Over the phone. You don't even need a QR code anymore. You don't need a phone, a form. You don't need a QR code. Just, hey, call this number and my assistant will take your information from you. And then in the goal settings, you just say, so in the goal settings, which I showed you earlier on, you can have it say, your job is to just collect people's name, email address, and that's it. That's your job. Just collect information. So all she's going to do is, hey, thanks for calling JoBeth. I'm just here to collect information. What's your email address? What's your full name? All right. And then she hangs up and then you've got a new lead and it appears in your CRM, in your contact manager. And then you can follow up because I mean, that's a real fast way. All they've got to do is call your assistant. This is why this is so good. All of my hypnotherapy is going to be handled it has been handled this way. I just haven't automated the bookings yet because I like to know, because if somebody says, I want past life regression, I don't deal with that. And that's why I don't automate the actual booking. But the discovery calls that I know, Charles, you do, and Diane, you do, the discovery calls, you can have this access your calendar and just start booking discovery calls. And then all you have to do on Facebook is put your phone number there and just say, hey, to book an appointment with me. I know people don't like going to websites. I know people that don't like going to funnels. Just call my assistant and book a discovery call. And then you just put the phone number. And of course, all the curious people on Facebook will also call your phone number. And all you're going to do is get more leads. You're going to get more leads. She can handle 1,000 calls at the same time. And it's always from her. So the thing is, your phone is never going to be unavailable, disconnected, or busy because she can multitask and speak to 1,000 people at the same time because she's AI. But the voices have got so good, they're only getting better. I'm training mine to stammer, to stutter, to go.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I've just
I
trained her to.
noticed
Yeah. So in the script, I've said to her every 5 or 6 words, because she's an American voice, because the company's in America, every 5 or 6 words, make sure you use the word in brackets like. Yes, yeah, we can book you an appointment, like, you know, and I'm asking her to say that so that she sounds more human. Otherwise, she'd be too polished. But I don't know if you caught that, but the setup is like 20 minutes to have this up and running for you. That's how fast this setup is. It's going to answer any number that you have inside of the system on autopilot, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And of course, it can access your calendar if you ask her to. I can show you the settings again, or you can book a call with me after this and we can set you up. But once this is set up, just understand this, you never have to answer your phone again.
Does this work with the phone number that I have set up for text, or would this be another number?
It's the same phone number.
Number.
Okay.
You can get a phone number without any regulations because this is considered a local phone number. So when the AI calls you, they're calling your local phone number, which would be whatever number you purchased inside a follow-up Spark for like $1 a month. Because you're not texting from that number, you don't need a registration, you don't need an Android phone, you don't need anything. It just works inside of the system, right? If you're already registered, then it just works on the same phone number. So this can work on a phone number for $1 a month, and this can work outside of Follow-Up Spark with a phone number. We just have to bring the phone number in. So look at this another way as well, right? The phone numbers inside of Follow-Up Spark, the local numbers for your AI voice number, they're only like $1 a month. That's what they cost, $1.15 a month, I think it is. And it's only 2 cents a minute for the call. So of course, if the call's 5 minutes long, you're only spending 20 cents. So it would make sense to have more than one number. So inside of my Incredible Hypnotist account, I have a UK phone number, I have an American phone number, I could get a New York City phone number. If I wanted to scale, I could get a Los Angeles phone number, a Chicago phone number, and have different voice AI agents. So for example, I could have, hi, this is Jessica from the Chicago office of the Incredible Hypnotist, Richard Barker. How can I help you? And she's only going to answer the Chicago phone number. She's not going to answer the other ones. So in England, we could have the London office, the Manchester office, and all they are is like $1 a month. And you've got 2 different AIs with 2 different accents because you are now this massive sort of company and you've got these people answering the phone for you. And it makes, the bigger you are, the more people want to hire you because they want to hire the best. And if you've got multiple locations, then it's possible inside a Follow-Up Spark, even though the phone number only costs you an extra $1. So the text messaging numbers, you can't get like loads and loads of different numbers for texting because you have to keep registering the number because texting is now controlled by the government. And but voice calls, unlimited numbers. So if you wanted to have an office, talking to the Americans on the West Coast and on the East Coast, and maybe have an office in Europe for your European shows, then each number could have a different accent answering the phone because we have all the different voice accents answering the phone. And in the UK, you could have a number that just does all the text messaging if you wanted to, and one that also just answered the phone, or you could have that one number do both. It's up to you. So for example, you could have like a Spanish office, and you could have a Spanish number for your Spanish clients, and then you could have another one in the UK phone number. And your AI would answer, you just decide which voice is going to answer which phone number, and just have the same knowledge base. because it's now multilingual. Maya, you've got voice AI set up, and yours answers in German, right? On your number, your voice AI.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, I have to unmuted me.
Yeah, so yours is trained to answer all the German clients in German
Yes, yes,
when somebody calls your number, and that's
yes,
how
and it's great.
the fact that you can have a 24/7 answering service. I mean, I was paying for this not so long ago, and I was paying hundreds of dollars for somebody to answer my phone and paying $20 every minute they were on the phone. But now, and also the information never got put in my CRM. So now every time somebody answers the phone, your AI inside of your contacts, you're getting a new lead that you can add to an automation, or you can call them yourself the following day. You don't have to be technical for this. You get a call coming in, your AI answers, it takes their name, it takes their email, and the following morning when you wake up, you get your own phone and you can just call them and say, "Sorry, I missed your call last night. You called at 3 in the morning. But my assistant, works 24 hours a day. But now I'm here. How can I help you? Oh, yeah, I have anxiety." But the biggest thing for me is it's a foot in the door and it's an extra lead that can turn into a client. And it only costs you 0.02 cent a minute because you have this as part of your follow-up Spark subscription. This is not extra money. Most people charge extra for this. You guys have this as part of the deal. It's included. But most platforms, AI voice, they're charging, I think it's $127 a month or something like that. And then you have to pay for the minutes. But we are only charging for the minutes, and only because we have to pay for the minutes ourselves. But it's only 2 cents a minute. It's cheap as, you have this combined with your chatbot on your website, and that's a AI chatbot that answers questions in real time. And then now you have both. You have people that call you, people that message you on the website, and both AI agents answer, and they can be different people, but with the same knowledge base, the same shared knowledge. But this to me is the most exciting part of Follow Up Spark, that you can get a new contact record, a new lead, and a new customer just by somebody calling your phone number. And if all it does is give you a new client that you can call back, it's done its job. If all you do is wake up one morning and you've got a new lead and they're interested in anxiety relief or losing weight or something like that, and it collected their name and their email and their phone number, and all you have to do is call them back, it's done its job. Because as soon as you call them back, they're like, "Oh yeah, I spoke to your assistant last night. I'm sorry it was late when I called." And you can say, "Well, my assistant, they work shifts. They work shifts 24 hours a day when I can't answer the phone." And then, of course, as soon as you start talking to them, your rapport building kicks in. You have more opportunity to book them as a client. Whereas if they call you and it just goes to voicemail, you've lost them forever. Or if you call them and they don't get any answers to their questions, they're just going to try and find somebody else and call somebody else, and then you've lost the lead, you've lost the client. So that's why I think this is so important, this and conversational AI. So this is voice AI, which just got improved. All those voices, you see how good they are? They're like instant and they're so good. So we improved the voices last week, and you've got to pick the voice that suits you. There's like English voices, Australian, there's Spanish, German, English, and then pick the one that's relevant to your business and have it answer your phone for you so you don't have to do it. You're always going to get the voicemail. You're always going to get notified that you've got a call that you missed. And it's always going to give you a new contact record, a new lead. So there's nothing to lose apart from 2 cents a minute.